In this week's Do Something With Your Marketing, folks have been asking, how can we measure public relations most effectively? And the answer is, what is it that public relations does? What is the goal of public relations? The goal of public relations is to create awareness and trust, right? So the answer, an answer to this question is, how often are people asking for you by name? The easiest way to do this is to look at what is called branded organic search. How many times in a day, a week, a month, a year, does somebody ask for you by name? Your products, your services, your company name, maybe even you personally. How often do people say, I want to find a Trust Insight, the data analytics company. I want to find Christopher Penn. How often do they type your name into Google? The answer is your measurement for the effectiveness of public relations. Because if nobody ever searches for you by name, you have no awareness, right? You have no awareness. And then if nobody clicks on the search results, you don't have any trust, right? So that is a very simple but easy to get your hands around measurement for the value of things like public relations or brand value, brand strategy, all those things. Now, how do you go about getting this? The easiest way to do this is within two of Google's tools, Google Search Console and Google Data Studio to report on. So let's start with Search Console. If you haven't logged into Google Search Console, go to search for Google Search Console in Google, and you're going to find your website. If you haven't put your website in, you'll need to obviously get it set up. This would be blank. But let's go to Performance. I'm going to look at my personal website here, and we're going to look at queries. Look here at the number of times people are searching for and clicking on things. Let's go ahead and impressions, clicks. There, in the last 3 months, 9,800 impressions for my name and 108 clicks. That's good. That means that people know who I am, are searching for me, and I come up, or my website comes up in the listings and people click on it. That's a really good indicator that things are going well. Right. Conversely, if my name wasn't in the top 5 here, I would be really concerned that maybe I've got the wrong audience, right? Or maybe nobody knows who I am. And if I had a PR firm, I'd fire them. But obviously, this is just one person's thing. But here's another one, Christopher S. Penn. Okay, people are searching for me by name. So this is all really good. This tells me that I have some brand awareness, that people want to know who I am. Now, this is handy for us to look in an ad hoc way, right? But it is not something that you can report on, super easily. You can go and screenshot and copy and paste, but that's not really a good reporting method. So let's go look at Google's Data Studio. Let's call this my brand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my Google Search Console. Let's go ahead, scroll down through here. There's Search Console. I'll select my site. Actually, there's Search Console domain. That's even better. And this is going to be site impressions is what we want to connect to. See, there's queries, there's clicks, all that good stuff. Let's add this to my report. So what I'm doing now is taking the same data that's in here in Search Console and moving it over into Data Studio, where this can be made into a dashboard that's easy for people to see. Let's start with, as you always do with Google Search Console, make sure you put your controls in so that people can easily find stuff. Now, let's add in a very basic chart. Let's add in a nice time series chart here. And we have our date, we have our clicks, and let's add in a dimension called query. And now let's add in a filter on that query, matching the regular expression, in this case, pen. And I'm going to add a space on either side. And now, what I have here, that's really not the best visualization for that. Let's change that from that to just a table. And let's make sure our sort now is by clicks. I don't know that I need date here. I think I'll probably just get rid of that. There we are. Now I have a very simple dashboard of people searching for my name and the number of clicks. Now, if I wanted to get a little more fancy here, I could also add in my impressions to see how often something was searched and how many times it was clicked. Chris Penn, the actor, right? But only 7 of those people were actually looking for me. Christopher Penn, which is what I go by professionally, and the variations. This is a really nice, simple branded report that shows me how is my brand performing from a public relations perspective, from a brand awareness perspective, and it took, as you saw, just a couple of minutes to put together a very basic report. Now you saw we can switch to things like bar charts or whatever the case may be. But if you want to be able to report on your brand, this is a great way of doing it. So this is everything in my search results that was Chris Penn that I got a click for. Maybe we want to do, let's add in a bar chart here, or actually let's go back to that time series chart, right? And I'm going to use that filter. And now this gives me a sense of sort of my branded search, which we know are the most of the clicks are the relevant ones here over time in the last 30 days. I have a good sense now of how often my brand is being searched for. And this tells me, in my case, I need to do a lot more work on it. But if you were to put together a similar dashboard for yourself, you could then publish this and share it in your weekly reporting, your company reporting, whatever the case is, whatever it is that you do to report on brand power. This is a very simple dashboard for doing that. And it's because it's Data Studio, it's live. It comes in as the data comes in, so you don't have to worry about updating it. It does it, auto-updates itself. So use this for this week's Do Something With Your Marketing. First, learn where this lives in the Search Console, and then connect your Search Console to a Data Studio dashboard so that you can monitor your brand. That's what I want you to do with your marketing. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter, and I'll talk to you soon. Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.